Well, hello. A month sure goes by quickly, doesn't it? And it's almost the end of another month, and I've not been very consistent in making videos this year, but I really do like documenting this Buried Earth book project with these videos that I've been making. So I am going to commit to at least making one video a month about this particular project over the course of the year. And today I'm going to tell you about the page that I buried on May 1st, which seems like a really long time ago now. It's almost June 1st, and I'm starting to think about the next page. And this project, like many things that evolve over time, has really kind of shifted in focus. I thought at the beginning of the year that it was really going to be kind of a marriage between the the work I've been doing, exploring my ancestry and sort of coming to terms with the relationship I have with the place that I'm in now. And I suppose it is, in a way, still that, but kind of as many things do, has evolved. So, my May 1st page, I was really excited about it because I had the opportunity to do an online workshop with Emma Freeman, and she is the artist who initiated the idea of burying books and then posting them on Instagram. And it's her hashtag, the Buried Earth Book Project, that I've been following along with. So it was really nice to be able to do this little project. That's one of the things that's been distracting me this month. But her session was around stitches as poetry and creating these little stitches. So I used that same process for the stitching that I did on the page that I buried. But as I was doing that, and as I said, this does relate back, I found myself thinking about something else that has come up this month, which is the origins of the writing system that's used in Sri Lanka. And I'll talk about this probably more in future months, but my daughter has a summer job working at a library at McGill University where they have a lot of old books. And she said, Mom, we have these ancient book forms from Sri Lanka, and they're called Ola manuscripts. It's a very different looking style of book, and the writing is done on dried palm leaves. And the writing system, this Sinhala language writing system, developed directly as a result of the way that the characters were being formed on these palm leaves. So the Sinhalese language has very round and curly, swirly characters. And apparently the reason for that is that straight lines and sharp edges would damage the palm leaves. And as I was doing my stitching, I was thinking about how opposite stitched letters are, where it's really easy to form straight lines and sharp edges, but it's much more effort to create curved lines. So I think that a language that developed from stitched characters on fabric would have lots of straight lines and hard edges. So that's what I found myself thinking about. And as I looked at the characters developing, of course, there's no words here. There's definitely a rhythm and a flow to the stitching. That was where my page started this month. And then I buried it with something that's very abundant in my neighborhood at the moment, and those are the humble dandelions. And there was this little patch growing in my lawn, and I'm quite happy to leave them there. But I did pick them and bundle them up with my cloth, and I was thinking about another online workshop that I did about a year ago, about this time last year, with a local herbalist named Lori Snyder, and she was talking about the different local plants that can be useful that are useful to her in her preparations. And one of the plants that she spent a lot of time talking about was the dandelion. She referred to it as a good guest on the land. She said, despite what many people think of the dandelion, It's a really useful plant. It can be used for food, for animals and humans. It can be used for weaving. You can dye fabric with it. All parts of it are useful and no parts are poisonous. So that's the plant that I've chosen to include in my bundle this year. As you can see, my bundle is getting bigger every month and my page barely fits around. So, is there anything else I want to talk about today? I think that's it for today. It's nice to see you again, and that's it for today.